Hey friends, have you ever stared up at the night sky and wondered, why would an all-knowing God create a soul he knew might reject him? Now, this is one of the oldest mysteries of creation, but before you were born, before time began, before the first sunrise, God already knew your name. He knew your laughter, your tears, your rebellion, and your repentance. He knew the darkest things humanity would ever do. He knew about Cain. He knew about Judas. He knew about Hitler. And still, he created us. But why? If he knew that some would choose hate over love, violence over mercy, why not stop the story before it began? Why write the chapters he knew would end in tragedy? It's the question that has haunted philosophers and believers for thousands of years. And today, we're going to solve that mystery. Picture it. A parent standing over a crib, looking down at a newborn child. Now, that parent knows the child will one day make mistakes. It's going to cause pain, cry, fall. But they also know that same child will laugh, love, and grow. And so, despite the risks, they choose to give life. Now, that's a glimpse of what I believe God did, only infinitely deeper. Think about this. He knew that giving humanity freedom might give us the ability to love or to destroy. Because love that's forced isn't love at all. It's obedience, it's control, it's God didn't want slaves. He wanted sons and daughters. So he gave us the gift that made everything possible. Choice. And that's where the mystery begins to unfold. Let me tell you a story about Jesus that unravels this whole riddle. One day, as he stood on the dusty road overlooking Jerusalem, he wept. Now, he didn't weep for himself. He wept for them, for the people that would betray him, mock him, and shout, "Crucify him," just days later. He cried out, "Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how often I longed to gather you as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing." And think about that. The Son of God, who could have destroyed every sinner with a word, chose tears instead of thunder, compassion instead of condemnation, love instead of wrath. Now that's the heart of the mystery. He knew they'd reject him, and yet he still came. He still healed the sick. He still washed the feet of his betrayer. He still stretched his arms wide and said, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." And if you ever want to know why God creates those who might reject him, look at the cross. It's love's greatest gamble. A God who knew the cost and paid it anyway. Now, think about that mystery again. If God knew every outcome, every failure, every sin, why create us? Because he doesn't just see your sin. He sees your potential. He sees the moments when your faith would move mountains. He saw your tears in prayer. He saw the child you'd comfort. He saw the forgiveness you'd give when you had every reason not to. And he said, "It's worth it." That's the secret most people miss. God didn't create you for perfection. He created you for a relationship, For love freely chosen and grace freely accepted. Every breath you take is proof that heaven hasn't given up on you yet. So here's the truth. It's the mystery solved. God created you knowing the cost, because love always hopes, love always believes, and love never gives up. He didn't create you to condemn you. He created you to give you the chance to choose love, even if he knew you might say no, because one yes from a genuine heart means more to him than a million forced obediences. You see, the mystery isn't why God allows evil, it's why he still believes in us after seeing it. And that's not a riddle of judgment, it's a revelation of grace. So, friends, when someone asks, "Is Hitler in heaven?" they're asking the wrong question. The real question is, what will you do with the grace that's been offered to you today? Because the same God who gave Hitler a choice gave it to you too. And every sunrise, every heartbeat, every moment of conviction is God whispering, "I still want you. I still believe in you." And the greatest mystery of all isn't that God knew we might walk away. It's that he still created us, still pursued us, and still died for us. Because he knew that one day, one wandering soul would look up and say, "God, I'm coming home." And that one moment of love freely chosen, was worth creating the entire universe for. Truth. God bless you, friends.